Welcome back, watch fans, to the #1 channel when it comes to making bigly and huge money with watches. That is the focus of this channel, okay? We're not here to talk about, movements and this or that. No, we're here to find the next big winner in the world of watches, specifically in Rolex, Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe, and possibly some other brands. That's right, possibly some other brands. And we've had some major winners. Look, guys, I think we're gonna have right now. I'm gonna give you, I think, what could be the next big one. Okay, now look, if you've been watching this channel, you would have made 5 times your money. That's right, 5 times your money. Well, not 5 times, excuse me, 4 times your money with the Audemars Piguet Cobra. If you watched our video last year, you'd have doubled your money with the Patek 3940G. That's right, the top G. You could have doubled your money in the last, let's call it, you could have gotten in them maybe 18 months ago, still 20 months ago. But now, look, the price is going to the moon. The 3940 is going to be a $250,000 watch very soon. That's right, Patek 3940G, the top G. You heard it here first. This is going to be a $250,000 watch. It's going to take a couple more years, but we're getting there. So the point of this channel is, again, finding watches that you can wear and enjoy and make money with. I don't know what's wrong with that. You tell me, what's wrong with making money and enjoying the watches? Look, because here's the problem with these watches. This is not an investment. I mean, you could say, oh yeah, alternative investment. Look, that's all well and good. That is all well and good. But the reality, my friends, is that watches don't generate income, right? So the only real income, the psychic income, if you will, is having the watch on your wrist, the pleasure of enjoying it. Okay, all the while, the prices are climbing like I'm climbing this little hill over here, this hill. Okay, but I think the Patek Philippe market is going to climb a faster hill. Now, that brings us to the topic of today's discussion. And that is why I believe the Patek Philippe is going to be the next big, huge winner. And look, I did a video like this a while back, right? Maybe it might have been a few years ago. I told you my thesis, my investment thesis for why the Philippe was gonna become huge and bigly. And as usual, okay, the fact is this: I'm always right, almost always, right? It's one of the few kind of like, talents I have to spot trends. Really, like some people play basketball, others, I don't know, whatever. But I know how to spot trends early, and I don't always make money with it. Sometimes I spot it and I get out too early. That's true, and that's usually my big mistake, is I get out too early, right? Before the thing goes all the way to the moon. That's something we got to work on, right? Nobody's perfect, but made a video a while back about the Philippe, and sure enough, what's happened is, everybody was laughing. They all laughed, and then sure enough, the Philippe market has exploded. Prices have doubled in the last 6 to 9 months, and all the tomato cans now are starting to notice. And guess what? The prices are going to double again. That's right. I think the Patek Philippe is going to double from here, specifically certain models. Okay, now if you've watched our channel, we actually have 2 models available for purchase. That's right, through Doll Market, our affiliate, and that's, I think, the 3520, if I'm not mistaken. And we got the integrated bracelet. Well, anyway, you'll see it on one of the videos. Whatever, it's no big deal. You buy it, you don't buy it, whatever. Somebody's gonna buy it and make a lot of money, whether it's you or somebody else. It doesn't matter to me. Because listen, the longer I hold it, the more it's. Here's the thing with watches: the value of the inventory goes up. The magical thing about watches, right? The value of the inventory keeps climbing. Okay, the value of the inventory is climbing. So the Philippe watches that are on the books, those things are going to appreciate. They're going to appreciate, I believe, at least 60% this year. So every month the price is going to get jacked up 10% or more, right? And don't complain to me. Don't come to me 6 months from now and say, how about I give you X? No, you're going to pay the market price. Whatever the market price is, that's the market price, my friends. That's the market price. And I'm not really marketing these aggressively. Like, I'm not even showing pictures of them here, because I'd rather hold it. Okay, frankly, I'd rather hold it than sell to some tomato can who's gonna, one of these backpackers here. One of these backpack dealers and grifters. Unbelievable but true. Unbelievable true. So, okay, let's talk about the Patek Philippe and why the prices are going up. So, I mentioned to you some of the trends that are happening, but I want to repeat again a concept I mentioned, which is why the smart money has been going out of the crash, the Cartier crash. And you know what's interesting? The Cartier crash, again, it's another watch. The Cartier shaped cases, nobody wanted those watches. Nobody wanted those watches a couple of years ago. All of a sudden, it's the hottest thing ever. All right? Nobody wanted it. They were all considered a joke. And now Cartier and the Cartier crash is red hot. You try to get one, right? That's the way it is, because you guys are a bunch of tomato cans and buffaloes. Unless, actually, the only people who are not tomato cans and buffaloes are the aristocrats. Those are the people who have invested $4.95 to be members, paid members of the channel, and have access to all our top secret Illuminati content. That's right, we have top secret content only for the Illuminati. And that's why you haven't seen it, because you're not a member of the Illuminati, okay? So this is your last chance to get in on the ground floor, my friends. Click the join button. Here's what's going to make the Patek bigger than the Cartier crash. What's going to make it bigger than the Cartier crash is the fact that it's a Patek Philippe. It's a Patek Philippe. Get it through your head. Get it through your head. Patek Philippe. Okay, it's a magical name. It's a magical name for collectors, just like Bugatti. Okay, it's a magical name, even if it's revived or whatever it is. It's one of those magical names. So what does that mean? That means that it's going to have a lot more legs than Cartier, which is primarily known really as a fashion brand. It's a jewelry brand. It's a fashion brand. Cartier makes perfumes, for God's sake, right? I mean, actually, one of my favorite, Cartier Pasha. But it's not really that much of a serious it's not really a high horology brand. People are making excuses. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. All right? Leave your nasty, vicious comments below. We'll see you in the next one.